What if the world's top tennis player was just a few games away from a historic upset, and then, in a moment, everything changed? Today, we're breaking down the emotional, unpredictable, and absolutely heartbreaking fourth-round clash at Wimbledon 2025 between JannikSinner and GrigorDimitrov. Let's get right into it. Imagine this: CentreCourt is buzzing, the world's eyes are glued to the grass, and GrigorDimitrov is on fire. The 34-year-old Bulgarian, seeded 19th, is dominating JannikSinner, the world number 1. Dimitrov takes the first set 6-3. The crowd senses something special. Sinner, who had barely lost a game all tournament, suddenly looks vulnerable. Dimitrov doubles down, he grabs the second set 7-5. Sinner's serve is broken for the first time at Wimbledon this year. The upset is real. The pressure? Off the charts. But then, tennis delivers one of its cruelest plot twists. Early in the third set, with the score locked at 2-2, Dimitrov serves an ace, and then collapses, clutching his right pectoral muscle. The stadium falls silent. Sinner, ever the sportsman, rushes to his opponent's side. Medical staff swarm the court. Dimitrov tries to continue, but the pain is too much. He heads off for a medical timeout, tears welling in his eyes. When he returns, it's not to play, but to shake hands. The dream is over. Dimitrov retires, and CentreCourt gives him a standing ovation he can barely acknowledge, unable to raise his arm in thanks. Let's be clear, this wasn't just a win for Sinner, it was a survival. Sinner himself had taken a nasty fall in the opening game, injuring his elbow and needing a medical timeout. He later admitted he was feeling the pain, especially on his serve and forehand, and will need an MRI to assess the damage. But the real story was Dimitrov's heartbreak. This marks the 5th consecutive Grand Slam where Dimitrov has been forced to retire due to injury. Just last year, he slipped and injured his knee at Wimbledon. At the US Open, Australian Open, and Roland Garros, it was more of the same, injuries cutting short his runs, just as he seemed poised for something big. For Dimitrov, this match was supposed to be a redemption arc, a chance to reach his first Wimbledon quarterfinal in a decade, maybe even take down the world number 1. Instead, it ended in tears, pain, and another what if for a player whose talent has so often been derailed by his body. Sinner's reaction? Pure class. He told the crowd, "Honestly, I don't really know what to say. Grigor is an incredible player, we all saw that today. He's been so unlucky over the past couple of years. Not only is he a great player, but also a good friend of mine. Seeing him in this position is heartbreaking. If there were any chance for him to play the next round, he would absolutely deserve it." So, what does this mean for Wimbledon 2025? Sinner moves on to the quarterfinals, still chasing his first Wimbledon crown and a 4th Grand Slam title overall. But the shadow of Dimitrov's injury looms large. This match was a reminder that in tennis, fortunes can change in a heartbeat. One moment you're on the brink of history, the next, you're walking off the court in tears. For fans, it's a gut punch. For Sinner, it's a bittersweet advance. And for Dimitrov, it's another cruel chapter in a career that, on days like this, feels cursed. If you want more in-depth tennis analysis, emotional breakdowns, and the real stories behind the headlines, make sure to subscribe to TennisNews 2M. Drop your thoughts below. Was this the biggest heartbreak of Wimbledon 2025? And do you think Sinner can go all the way, even with that elbow injury?